All right, so this is you know, again, you're going to have to warp these over. Okay, so these three are going to warp over to here. These two are going to just warp over to here. If this was the top 6 strings, okay, yeah, not top, yeah, it was the top 6 strings. It would look like that. All right, in that particular situation. All right. Now let's get to the fun part. Just a little Locrian note here, but I don't think we're going to use that. Now we're talking about the cage system. So let's talk about the magic chart. This is the magic chart. I had to make a magic chart a long time ago because when you do the cage system, look at the top row, C, A, G, E, D, right? So you got C and the A shape. Okay, didn't go over to the G shape and all that stuff, right? All right, so we'll do it in pentatonics. Okay, so it's C would be, all right, and then the A shape would be, and G shape would be. Okay, well, what if I wanted to start, so what if I'm on G and I want to, what if I'm on D and I want to go to C? Well, I can just look at this chart anywhere. It's eye candy. The D goes to C or it goes to the E on either side. So let's say I'm on a G shape, let's say I'm on a G shaped F, right from here, okay? So it'd be like, a D shaped F. I know if I go up 1, I'm on the C shape. You see how I was on that D? And I knew the C shape was the next one up, and I knew that C-shaped F was right there. That root, that C-shaped root, which was an F, was right there. So I could go into that pentatonic right there. Okay, so right there is an S3S, warped over box, a stack of 3 short, and then back into a stack of 2 long. Starts with a stack of 2 long, into a stack of 3 short, warps over. Okay, so that's what the magic chart is. It's just whatever you're in. Say I'm playing an E there, and I want to go to the shape below it. I don't have to think that G. I don't have to look under my finger and see which note's there. The magic chart just says it. There's a G underneath it. Okay, so if I'm doing this, that fits right into the G underneath it. Okay, and it's about getting used to it so you can link the two together. Alright, so that's all the magic chart is. You don't go up and down on it. It's just you're playing in a position. Let's say you're playing in a E shaped G. All you got to do is look for the E, and any E your eye hits, you can look to either side of it. That's what it is. It's an easy find it, easy look to either side of it chart. Okay, so that brings us to a little bit more complicated here. We're going to have a progression G7F-C, right? So G7F-C is going to be something, I call it G7 so you know it's the 5th. It's modal. Alright, that's like a first inversion and a second inversion. Double D there. So you're going to be like the progression. Oh yeah, G7 F is still within the C box now, and then to C, just like that. Now a little background before we get into our progression. C has a 6th minor that's an A minor shape. A has a 6th minor that's a G minor shape. What's up with that? G has a 6 minor, it's E minor shape. E has a 6 minor, that's a D minor shape. Okay, here's an E shaped F, and its 6 minor is one of its constituents. Okay, that's 6 minor on that E shape. Let's see one of them over here. Here's an E shape. Would be 3, 5, 7. Okay, so it'd be like oh wait, I think we're on the wrong. All right, we'll get to that. But anyway, they have a relative minor each shape, and it's going to be different. So let's just get to the chart before, because it's a little bit more complicated than you think it's going to be, but it's not. It's not. So let's just talk about this before we get into some playing. All right, so our progression is going to be G7, F, C, right? We got G, E, C form. Okay, is the first one. Now look at this chart here. The G shape is the 5. All right, so G is the 5th in the key of C. The E shape is the F. So the E shape in F, remember the E shape, when you just strum an E like this, the top and bottom open strings are the notes of E. So that's your 4th right there. And then the C shape is the root. So there's root 3, 5. Okay? So we're going to start in these 3, and then notice G in cage. G goes to E, goes to D, goes to C, goes to A. Okay? Kind of thing. And they all spell cage. See, the 3rd in the progression is going to be C, right? So C goes to A, goes to G, goes to E, and then goes to D. All right? E, D, C, A, G. So I've mapped these out for you. Notice these 3 letters down here, C, E, G, are the same as these, but it's a different order because we're going 5, 4, 1. All right? And then we have the next shape over. Now each one of these has different minors here. Look, the G has the E minor 3rd, the E has the D minor 3rd, this D has the C minor 3rd. Okay? E has the D minor 3rd, D has the C minor 3rd. Right. That wasn't a blooper. It's just something that sounded wrong. All right, so I'm going to just get out of this for a minute, and we're going to try to play a little bit. So we're going like, okay. That's the E, D, A. Okay, so first we did G shape, E shape, C shape. Then we went to E shape, D shape, A shape. Now the interesting thing is you can play the minors from there too. So for this E, we could have done a D minor up here. Now remember, the D minor is 3, 5, 7. So that's one of those minors that's actually right off the bar here, right? So okay, so one of the obstacles that we're going to reach is how do you play a C minor and a G minor. I'm really not good at doing that, but I can show you where they are. The C minor 2nd, which is 2, 4, 6, is right here. C minor shape, 2, 4, 6. Remember, your C shape from a 2 would be in the key of C would be a D major. Okay, but we're going to do a D minor shape there. So it's from that 2nd position, it would be like that, okay? So it's easier to stick to these guys are easy. Look at this, E, D, and A minor.